Don't never forget it. Why the gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine. If you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more.
Later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And some room to work. Shoves him away. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
On 1st down, here's Franks. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Franks. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that's the 2nd time in this opening drive alone that he's dropped a pass. We know that can't continue, but they got to determine what it's about. Is he just super amped for the game and maybe he'll settle in, or is his focus just not there?
A 46-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down, Mariota. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. Shedding the tackle, that gives him some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
They go play action. Mariota. Again, that's Hurst. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. 2nd and 11 now. Play action now. Mariota. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Off the play fake. Here's Franks. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. Touchdown, Vikings! For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blower out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Mariota's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Mariota now to throw on first down. That's complete once again to Hopkins. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short game.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota escaping the pressure right. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack on the quarterback.
Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. There he goes left side. The 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on second down. Mariota letting one go deep for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Devontae Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
The kick is good.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Franks, third down from the gun. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
A first down throw for Mariota. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Mariota. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Devontae Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Bears 14, Vikings 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22.
Berrios on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Hey, we got right. We got right. Hey, green. Pass. 50. Drill green. 50's the mic. Pick me up. Here we go. Hey.
They go play action with Franks. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Franks. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Franks now. Looking deep for Jennings. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Setting up play action. Frank. Now the pressure gets there and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Franks looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Franks. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. On play action, Mariota. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
They'll run with Chubb. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
In most goal line situations, defensive tackles are just trying to hold the line, hold their ground, and let the other guys roam and make the play. But in this situation, he's able to push his way into the backfield and disrupt that play for a loss.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Mike 50, Mike 50. You must be dreaming. He's mine, he's mine, he's mine.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And he floats one there, incomplete. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the 1st half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Mariota. Caught left side, Hopkins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Gregory Rousseau. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Play fake, Mariota. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And some room to maneuver. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. 154 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Franks. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. Franks. He's got it. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll try to run this one in, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw is Mariota. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the gun on 3rd down, Franks. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Mariota on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Mariota. He finds Hopkins complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Mariota. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Loss of 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down.
And it's 3rd down.
Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So
and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Play action now. Mariota. Buying time to his left. That is taken in by Hurst. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Quick throw out wide from Mariota. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Vikings 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Off the play fake. Here's Franks. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it is.
10, 5, and they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And just shutting him off there. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 174 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. It's Franks now from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Franks. They set up the screen to Chubb. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Za'Darius Smith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Mariota here to throw. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a two-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's two-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game. They'll try and throw for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. So the inability there to get the two-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.